How about the Regent? The Golden Pearl, the Arcane Scroll, or the Leafy Poultice? It's got to be the Poultice. Hegemony and Radiate. Off to an excellent start there. Radiate is a great card to draw in opening hand. And Hegemony in next turn, 2 energy back. This is an excellent attack for fitting in a double attack turn with the Sovereign Blade in particular. We are here in the underdogs. This fish can be a problem. We're going to try and draft a charge or a any really card selection for that there fish. We're also probably going to try and draft some different pluses for a coral. Now, there's a path here. This early elite really seems unlikely. Similar with this one, they really seem unlikely, mostly because of the difficulty of drafting a defend plus ahead of going in there of, 2 defend pluses really. Because if this is the coral, you're just kind of screwed. The four jabbering eels, that can also be really difficult without a couple of defend pluses because you can't burst them down. They generate block when you attack them. There's a nice audible out option over here. But if we do take this elite, we lose a lot to take the elite. Unfortunately, there doesn't really seem to be a path that's both high value and low risk. If we try and approach this elite here, we get roadblocked here. So we have to take out audible here, which is way too early to make a decision. We can try going this way, but if these question marks aren't hallway fights, we can't really construct a deck for it. We can try here, but then we are railroaded either way. Although this one probably is more feasible. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go here like so. We have the option of coming here to the left if we are powerful enough. Otherwise, we can take card rewards into this elite here. And again, we have this option to audible into this elite here if we're very, very in danger. And if we're extremely in danger, we can audible through this question mark this way and at least try and escape the act. The Molar, if you can defeat the coral, the Molar is probably pretty fair because the coral is kind of like a low intensity Molar fight. The Terror Eel might be a little bit different though. What have we got here? 15 damage out of you. We can go Venerate, Radiate, Hegemony. That should have actually Falling Star ahead of Radiate is the takeaway there. But now we have 5 energy for the Hegemony. Beautiful. Manifest Authority. A Black Hole is good for the eels. Like so. We can pop this one with the Venerate now. We do have Venerate into Radiate Hegemony. Beautiful. Okay, this is excellent. This is going to be good for the coral. This is going to be excellent for the eels as well. Okay, I'm actually very confident taking an elite even just now. Spoils of Battle or Refined Blade can get us into this Hegemony. Refined Blade might be enough because it does carry energy over to actually allow us to play the Sovereign Blade. But Refined Blade's kind of like a low investment version of Hegemony, I suppose, in that regard. What have we got here? We've got... Do we have a kill? No. Because we don't have Fallen Star. 3 times for you. What's that deck again? Yeah, just the Falling Star and the Venerate. We've got the basic, the rest of the basics in here. Beautiful. This is what I get for not drafting a Cloak of Stars. Radiate, Hegemony, Refined Blade. And there we go. Unfortunately, we did take damage there. Glitter Stream. I think so. Liquid, we can hand in the Gambler's Brew. Upgraded the uncommon skill. Show me Resonance. There we go. That might be it. Convergence is good too. Resonance, I think, is very important for the elites that we're going to come up against. So let's take that first. And we can go in here, I think. The Terror Eel. Maybe I should be liquid bronzing here. Should I be liquid bronzing here? Yes, I think so. Resonance for the stars. Now, the liquid bronze is only going to actually do anything in the top half of this fight, because afterwards it's going to be stunned, and we're not going to be facing any damage. But it is important to actually get it down to that stage. When we get down there, we're going to want to be able to play the Sovereign Blade. So let's start building the Sovereign Blade. Here we go. Yep. And we have Hegemony this turn for the Sovereign Blade. Let's go Venerate Falling Star. Hegemony Sovereign Blade. Beautiful. Toxic Egg. Huge. Seeking Edge. Forge 7, Seeking Edge really expands our damage. I'm not sure if it actually helps us in too many of these fights, although we are guaranteed to see the eels here, and the Patter is good for that as well, especially Patter with Radiate. Tricky. Tricky. I think we skip the Seeking Edge and go directly for Patter. On the proviso that it actually is guaranteed to be good in this in these fights, whereas the Seeking Edge can be a little bit iffy. Can we get a kill? I suppose we actually probably can get a kill with the Falling Star. Maybe I should have calculated this beforehand. I'll pop you. Okay, attacking for 7 by 2. And 12. Unfortunately, there's a lot of damage over the top, even though we took Patter. Interesting amount of damage. The summoned fourth here with the Hegemony is going to be excellent because it'll let us replay the sword multiple times in one deck cycle. And let's take our rest. And we don't need any upgrades because we have the Toxic Egg. Here we go. Here's who we bore in mind. Now, the key here for the Coral, I find, is to work out some level of consistent damage output that's relatively free alongside a blocking strategy. So we might like to get down Black Hole here. I suppose we'll actually summon forth. Resonance is excellent as well. Let's go Resonance and Hegemony, and that will let us keep damage for next turn in the Sovereign Blade. Parry can be good for this situation as well, because parry lets you play the Sovereign Blade and retain block when you do it. Unfortunately, I don't have any more block cards. We are taking damage over the top once again. Here we go. He's now below 20 HP, which means we can kill him in one. Bajra. And a Conqueror. Conqueror and Summon Forth and Refine Blade. I mean, we can take it. We can kill a boss with it. There's no block card here to go up against, although the Solar Strike is stars for our Resonance. And our Radiate as well. I mean, the Conqueror is just really absurd damage that's really hard to pass up. Our next fight... Oh, healing. Beautiful. Our next fight will be the Squirming Eels. Oh, we can pay out. We'll pay the lot. What am I doing? Sorry. Click it. Choose a card to transform. We get to transform. Oh, a Comet. Okay. Upgrade the random card. Upgrade the Glitter Stream. Random colors card. Prowess. Feeding Frenzy. I can eat 3 more times. We'll take Feeding Frenzy. Heal 10 HP. And, oh, no, I can't count. I can't count, but we are very, very strong in this fight. Resonance is excellent here. Is this what we're opening with? The answer is yes. Now, these guys gain strength very slowly, so that Resonance will go a long way to actually blocking them for the rest of the fight. We can open for 12 damage with our Vigor and our Vajra and our additional strength. So what we might do is work on you. Well, maybe we should have started this one because there's buffing first, so it actually gains strength first. Prowess for Dex. Yeah, unfortunately, Radiate doesn't do anything. We just cop the 12. So our Glitter Stream, Black Hole, and Hegemony are all on the bottom. Well, it do be like that sometimes. And Sovereign Blade for 38 here, so we can just pop one out, right? It might be wise to pop this back one. I think so, yeah. And we'll defend. All the way over defended, I could have venerated. We're only getting attacked for 6. Here we're being attacked for 14. So Glitter Stream, this strike, I believe, is more valuable than AoE damage on the Black Hole. Because it'll let us turn another strike into a block. Yeah, yes. Radiate still does nothing. Blocking for 11. This is 12. Although this is 34 damage. Damage in deck. Look, the thing is, it's quite hard to find enough damage to kill one of these guys outright. I think I do just take the extra damage in order to pop the front one now. And we actually gained extra block from the dexterity. It wasn't too bad. We get to summon Forth. And Sovereign Blade you. Alright, this should be the last 6 we take. There's a strike. Beautiful. Kasarigama. And Quasar. Quasar is very good. Hidden Cache for our Comet. It is difficult to take any star spenders like Quasar or Guiding Light whilst we already have such a severe deficit. And the Hidden Cache will let us power up the both the Black Hole twice and the Resonance on the redraw, and potentially the Radiate if it's drawn in the step. We will take it, even though it's basically a dead card. Receive the Spoils map or receive a potion. Can we tank a curse? Our deck's already pretty bad in terms of raw block output, and we already have no way to fix our deck any further, short of holding Sovereign Blade over and over. Conqueror might be able to kill the Mauler by itself. Yeah, maybe we can take it because we have Conqueror. But yeah, if that fight goes long, I think we're pretty much screwed. What have we got here? We've got How much are you going to be? You're going to be 15. Plus 8, 23. Times 2. Let's just avoid additional damage that we don't need to take. We can do it, yeah, down the line. Bad hands. Okay, we should have it now. 22. 33. Alignment, patter, and solar strike. I'll just take another patter, thank you. Just try and improve our block density here. Add all 2 decks to strength, or 2 decks in particular. And I think we do just Mazaleth's Gift through this because if this fight goes long, we're kind of just boned. And I think we just open with the 46 since we have it. Really going to need to push this guy down before... yeah, before this happens. We'll play Sovereign Blade again the next time we draw Conqueror, as long as it's not this turn. Okay, it's not. Beautiful. There's our stars, and we can Hidden Cache here. Yeah. Beautiful, we fit it in. Alright, this should be explosive, I think. We do have the Comet as well. Oh, and we have Radiate for 4. Let's Comet first. Radiate for 4. Is this enough? It is enough without the Conqueror. Okay. There you go, Hidden Cache got the job done actually. Neutron Aegis. We are still very, very short on star generation. You saw that we had to play through the Hidden Cache and we needed to draw Hidden Cache on the turn where it was intangible and we had already full blocked. It seems fairly unlikely that we can do the same thing again with Hidden Cache. With that in mind, Dying Star might be the best card here. It's an excellent turn 1 play. If you draw it on turn 1, you can solve an entire turn of the Decimillipede fight, for example. But then we don't have the opportunity to play Resonance, which already fills that role. Yeah, we might just skip. Pale's Blood. We do see Pale's Blood. Beautiful. We'll take it. And here is our gold. So we want to go to a shop after that if we can. There is no shop after that. It's probably the most strangely interlinked top half of the act I've ever seen. How are we going to get there? Another strike remove would be very nice. Maybe... I think I'm also taking quite a lot of damage with the draw quality that we currently have. So I'd prefer to maybe try and escape the first half of the act here, crack this chest, and then gamble on one of these two being a shot. Our deck does improve a little bit without the key, actually, so maybe after the chest we're a little bit safer. Let's go this way. Throw him off balance. We can Feeding Frenzy into Conqueror EU for 50, beautiful. Attacking for 18. We have Feeding Frenzy, Black Hole, Venerate, Resonance, Radiate, 21 twice. Okay. Okay, sometimes it comes together. Photon Cut, thank you. Just a card that we can play that lets us fix up some of these weird hands. Let's play the Resonance out here, I think. And then we go Patter, Hidden Cache. We can actually squeeze in the Black Hole as well. Blocking 13 of 16. Let's patter after we strike, since these guys can only take limited damage. So we'll spread that damage out over next turn as well. We'll just create the sword. Falling Star is a kill here. Radiate. Can we somehow radiate through Star Potion? No, nothing like that, unfortunately. We can Sovereign Blade into Summon Forth. Yeah, let's just take that while we have it. We can Sovereign Blade there for minimal damage. Kasarigama triggers there. Unfortunately, it's not enough to get over the divided by 9 threshold. Yep, let's Venerate and Falling Star. Do it actually. Gather Light. Perfect. Perfect. And it's a Gather Light Plus as well, thanks to Toxic Egg. We have a pretty big Radiate here. And we can Venerate as well. We can do the Comet thing. Let's do the Comet thing. The Vajra showing off its impact. How much are you? You're 7. Patter strike for 10. Full block. And here we are. Just laid down the lot. Thankfully, we drew a dead hand there on the off turn. It's going to give us 3 days. We're totally down with dazed. It's fine. Does Concrete get blocked by Artifact? That's a question. This is 15. We can just full block and find out later. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. We'll just full block. Find that out later because these guys go in cycles. So it's... We'll get the opportunity. It does. It does, actually. Glitter Stream number 2, Wrought in War. Child of Stars, though, I believe with the Gather Light we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 defense pluses and 25 cards. So we can draw an average 1, 4 out of every 5 turns. Glitter Stream helps out a little bit by carrying that forward. It would be nice to take Child of Stars here to generate a little bit of extra block out of the rest of the cards we're playing, with like Venerate and Hidden Cache. It also pushes Gather Light a little bit harder. It's kind of like an upgrade on Gather Light as well. Now, ooh, we have this shop. Okay. Orichalcum might be nice here. As would this small Blood Vial. We'll take the small Blood Vial. And we can take this small Venerable Tea set as well. This one, a Venerable Tea set looks kind of bad to a lot of people. And then a small Venerable Tea set looks even worse. But actually, it lets you get a free lantern on like boss fights. And to me, that's enough, you know? That's good enough. Especially when it's so cheap. An upgrade on Comet looks pretty good here. An upgrade on Radiate might be okay for the back half of the act, although we have a lot of strength already. We have a lot of strength. Maybe an upgrade on Venerate, as weird as it is, because we are, yeah, consistently short on stars. We'll take here the card remove. Although there's another Gather Light here. That is one of the better cards for the deck. No, a Strike remove is just as valuable for increasing our density. Not as valuable, but it increases our density on everything, right? It increases our power density, it increases our defense density, it increases our star density. So Strike remove is just incredibly important on this character. Now we have kind of a weird turn. This Bulbug, the Egg Bulbug, I believe attacks fairly hard. We can kill him here. I believe with Photon Cut Strike. That's 11, your 7, 18, plus 3 from Patter. We will do so. There's another Patter we can put on top of the deck. Let's do that. Let's put that back for next turn. And we'll full block the Tunneler. Now the Tunneler's going to buff. Oh, okay, he did buff now actually. I think I've got my turn cycle mixed up. Let's go Hidden Cache into Hegemony. We'll give ourselves some energy and some stars for next turn. Do we have enough to work with? We do. Feeding Frenzy, Prowess, Resonance, Summon Forth, and 33 damage. Oh, he was attacking. Oops. Glow. Reflect is very good as well, but our star density and our block density are both too low. So let's go for the glow. We're missing all of it. We're missing star density, we're missing block density, and we're missing card selection. So, glow will fill 2 of those needs at least. Here we go, the spoils map resolves. We get the actual tea set back to back. There you go. And now this one here looks pretty good. Now that we have an extra 3 energy on turn 1. If we can make it for hands like this, that would be excellent. Maybe I should have summoned Forth there to have the Sovereign Blade. It looks like we'll get it regardless. The Overcopter. Do we just try and ram it down? I don't think we can. I think we do need to take out at least some of these ads. I'll put the Conqueror back on top though. Maybe we could have taken down the Overcopter with the Conqueror on top. Hard to know. We have 4 energy to work with this turn. We don't have the Radiate though. Okay, and we still didn't draw Radiate. That's fine. We're looking at 14, so we can full block with Glitter Stream. We can set up actually a Patter and a Defend and a Hidden Cache. And this will give us plus 4 stars this turn when we draw our Radiate, and we've got an extra 3 Vigor for it as well. It goes 11 by 4. Can we do anything bigger? We can power it up with more block. Yeah, let's do so. 11 by 4. We can Falling Star here. And Sovereign Blade for the difference. Okay, it is almost exactly 31. We got 1 over. Bulwark is looking pretty good for the job. It does improve both our scaling and our block density. However, I do think we're actually quite fine for scaling. And a card that only blocks, I don't think is doing enough. I think we need to take Gather Light. I keep calling Gather Light Cloak of Stars. They're both One's a defend that costs an energy and gives you a star, and one's a defend that costs a star at the cost of 0 energy. So I do get them confused quite a lot. Let's upgrade here the Child of Stars, because that will mitigate some damage. And, ooh. I mean, we can play the lot, so it's not really too much by way of decision making. We can potentially play the Sovereign Blade twice this turn with the Conqueror. Well, you are at 54. We should probably block. Rather than spend everything on that. We have 6 block already, thankfully, so Gather Light will do the rest of the job. Let's play down the Black Hole with that in mind. We just won't take advantage of the energy back mechanic, the Vital Spark here. We can pop the Comet, which will do a lot of work for weak and vuln and energy back as well, so we'll effectively have 4 energy. With you 40 damage. Cards in deck: Prowess, Radiate, Hidden Cache. Okay, we have a very weak turn next turn, unfortunately, with no block at our disposal. I don't believe this guy takes any turns off attacking, so what we might do is we might Photon cut the Patter on top. And we'll stack more weak. Deal the 40 here as well. We're not going to need too much energy this turn. Oh, he does take a turn off from Bow, but there we go. That's, yeah, nice to know. Let's stack our Vigor. And we can Resonance and Conqueror here. We can Conqueror into an already large Sovereign Blade. It's currently looking at 48 into 111. Beautiful. Blood Vial. Okay, so we bought the Blood Vial into Venerable Tea set, both the weak version, and we got the real versions right after. This Hidden Cache again looks really good, especially with a little bit of card selection to put, especially with the Photon cut to put the Radiance back on top. Unfortunately, I think the deck is a little bit too big to try and lean on a 2-card combo like that. And Hidden Cache fundamentally doesn't do anything unless we have like Child of Stars or Comet in hand. I'm just going to skip it. Quasar's nice. 1 of 3 random upgraded colorless cards to add to your hand. Maybe this solves some problems that we currently can't solve. Arachnid Acupuncture, 250 gold for 2 removes. Thank you kindly. Yeah, I wouldn't mind giving them the Feeding Frenzy either, but it's fine. We'll just take out the basics. We do have the Radiance for the Feeding Frenzy. It can be good. It can be good. We've got the Resonance here. Let's go for the Glow. And the Quasar costs 0 energy. Secret Weapon, Impatience, or Mind Blast. Secret Weapon. We can actually Impatience right now to draw 3, right? So let's take Impatience. And, ooh, unfortunately we're not going to get down Prowess. I think we're almost ready for an alignment. But let's take a Resonance. 2x7. Do we just take the hit here to get down the Prowess? We can Regen Potion. Really, we're only taking 5 to play the Prowess because the defense only worth 5. And we don't really want to play a big Radiate here unless it kills. But yeah, we will. We'll play the Prowess and we'll play the Regen Potion. because that prowess will save more than 5 over the course of the fight. It's a fairly long fight when you don't have like a corrupt perfected strike or something like that. Now, Shatter, Child of the Stars, Radiate. We did in fact draw the Radiate. It's doing nothing. Yeah, and we already got four block back out of the what's it called? The power. Prowess. Could be a decent hegemony here. It's almost 30. We can gather light for extra damage as well. Although we might take the Venerate for stars. And Black Hole in deck. Yeah, we'll play the Hegemony for energy next turn. Although we do go -1 card on the Dazed. 5 energy. Let's Hegemony again and pass that energy down. Quasar. There are stars here to find Salvo to retain. Okay. Yeah. Take Salvo for sure. Pada blocks for 12 here, so we can hold the Glitter Stream and the Defend for next turn. Deal 31. Full blocking. Not worried about days because we're retaining 3 cards to play. And we get to summon 4th here. Get the Falling Star as well. Yeah, let's we drew a good amount of live cards actually. We can't get this common out of hand. Impatience. It might be wise to Glitter Stream to have 8 ready to go for next turn. Summon 4th Glitter Stream. How much are you worth? 26. When we conquer. How much is Conqueror worth? Conqueror is Forge 5. Okay. That takes us up to 31, 62. Okay, so Conqueror's Sovereign Blade solves here. So what we'll do is we'll just play out the Glitter Stream. That retains 8 block for this turn. And actually the Resonance will do a lot of work here. Let's glow. Resonance and Hidden Cache. We're going to take 4 more damage. Oh, actually, how much does this radiate? 10 by 4. Okay, that's enough. $15 by 4. There we go. Flex Potion and a Lantern. We have a very, very, very big turn 1. A Cosmic Indifference for our Gather Light or Conqueror. Or for Glitter Stream as well is totally fine. Or for Resonance if we have enough stars. I like Cosmic Indifference here. It fixes block density and card selection, which, as highlighting earlier, was what we were looking for. Let's grab a... this Sandworm doesn't really care too much about max HP, and also doesn't seem to be trying to kill you particularly fast. So maybe just getting some extra damage on Black Hole will be the way to go. Feeding Frenzy, Prowess, okay. Play our powers. We can Venerate and open here with a Comet. What a terrible first turn. At least it's also doing nothing. We can Quasar here. For the Jackpot, the Ultimate Strike, or the Fasten. How many strikes in deck? 2? That's totally worth it. Let's Fasten. And And can we Cosmic Indifference something back on top? Maybe Quasar? No, not Quasar. Maybe Venerate or Gather Light. Maybe just a Frantic Escape so we can play 3 in the first cycle. Let's just summon 4th maybe. We're already blocking. We'll start scaling. Here we are. How much damage will you be? 36. We can take you up to 29 times 2, which is 58, plus 50%, which is plus another 29. Oh, interesting. Conqueror and a vulnerable are just times 3. There you go. Because it's times 1.5 and then times 2. So you shift the times 1.5 over to the 2 and make it a 3, just times 3. So what do you be? You would be, or just about 90 damage, 87 damage. We take a bit too much to trade for that, so let's go for the Patter. And they're already weak, unfortunately. Carrying through some energy for this Glow might be wise. Or for these Frantic Escapes is also wise, so let's Hegemony. Yep. And we will use this turn to escape. Or we can actually also play the Resonance. Nine by 2. Patter. Radiate's already very big. We can do an even bigger one here. Yeah, maybe we'll just do that. This defend blocks for 14. We're taking 6 over the top. I can either add 1 to this Radiate or I can full block. That's 4 additional stars for next turn as well. 77. Yeah, we've already got a lot of damage on the Sovereign Blade, so let's full block. And the Sovereign Blade Conqueror will finish off the job. We can't really rush it down because we in fact need... Well, I say that as we might just rush it down. Yep, 114. Guards! Guards! This is brilliant. You get to transform your hand into Minion Sacrifice. It's a really powerful block card, and it also exhausts as much of a hand as you want. We have Darv, the Astrolabe, the Runic Pyramid, or the Empty Cage. Darv, you don't disappoint. These are all insane. With guards, with Feeding Frenzy. Yeah, with Radiate. I mean, even if there were no obvious synergies, the Runic Pyramid is still probably the solution. And we're going up against the experimental one. 500 Jeeps. There's a shop over here. Any shop later in the act that we can path to from there? No. We can only go to the one shop unless we roll a random one. And to do that, we actually have to go through this node here if we want to go later in the act. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Hegemony looks insane with Runic Pyramid as well. Child of Stars for our... The Resonance actually doesn't do very much against this guy. He scales way too fast. Stratagem. Play 4 random attacks in my discard pile. Do I have 4 attacks in my discard pile? I just have the Radiate and the Hegemony. This could be good though. With the Feeding Frenzy? Okay. We'll hold this. Glow. Alrighty. How much do you cost? 3. Can I spend some stars? We can Cosmic Indifference a Resonance on top. And then, there you are. We can Photon Cut you. And we can leave a Venerate on top. And we can Resonance now. And we can defend to full block. Alrighty, the Comet. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna go. No, we can't. We only have 4 energy. What are the 3 attacks now, Ben? We have Photon Cut, Radiate, and Hegemony. Okay, none of them do anything anymore. Okay. I suppose we're just gonna guards through this turn in particular. You. And we'll keep the rest. What's a guard plus 2? Suppose I can't see at this stage. Maybe we'll give up the Conqueror as well, because I'm not going to draw it next turn. Minion sacrifice at 12. Okay. We'll put the Comet. Oh no, I'm about to reshuffle. I'm about to reshuffle, damn it. Okay. Sorry, I'm spending so long trying to set up this bloody turn. Okay, Feeding Frenzy, Comet. Beat down, Comet again. Is enough. It's enough. It's fine. We don't need to go more than that. Know Thy Place, Glitter Stream, and Refined Blade. We'll take a Know Thy Place with our Runic Pyramid. Having cards to play through is really, really going to help. We can go Kafuda. Enchant 3 cards with a Droid. We can also go Alignment here for some energy back. And Intimidating Helm. Whenever a card costs 2 energy or more. Energy, not stars. Oh, we actually haven't taken too much high energy cards, just the guard and the Glitter Stream, so maybe we skip that one. We can take Kafuda though, enchant up to 3 cards with a Droid. So that means that these cards will generate block when we play them. It kind of is an extra defend upgrade on top of them. Let's put it on our powers, I think. Yeah, it looks pretty good on the power. You can put them on anything, by the way. They're not the same as Nimble. Actually, putting on the cards we can replay more often might be wise. We can put it on... Cards that I want to play more often, that we can draw through more often as well. Let's put it on the Know Thy Place, because we'll play that basically every time we draw it. Let's put it on the... don't really want to put it on Feeding Frenzy or Radiate, because we hold them, I think, a fair amount of the time. Let's put it on the Glow, because we'll play that basically every time we draw it. And yeah, let's put it on the Gather Light, so it blocks more, because you probably do want to play Gather Light every time you draw it. We can take a card remove here. We can take an Orbit and Alignment. Yeah, Alignment's very good. As is Orbit. We're not going to be having any gold later in the act, are we? Yeah, this is, unless one of these question marks is a shop. We've already seen the Spider. I'm not sure if you can get the Spider twice, actually. King's Courage, Forge 15. That's going to be better than a Flex Potion. We might find it by ourselves. And our Bolas isn't too bad with the sheer amount of strength we have. I'll just take the Orbit though. Orbit's a good upgrade. And it'll let us actually play all the cards out of our hand We can Glitter Stream and Patter here. We might need to defend as well. I don't believe I have any extra block coming from these cards. No. Right, gonna be looking for a big... let's play the Glow. Radiate, there we go. A big Radiate. We can alignment... and... Glow again. Can I draw a card? I can photon cut. Okay, we'll go alignment, cosmic indifference to glow, and then photon cut. Oh, that costs our... I'm actually currently 7 by 2. 14 by 2. Is that enough? No, that's only 28. Okay, so we'll go here. And we'll put back down Orbit. Or any of them, totally fine. Let's glow again. And now we can radiate for 11 by 4, 44. Wonderful. Bottled potential. You're better than Flex for sure. Black hole, more damage as we cycle through. More passive damage, sure. We actually already have quite the big Radiate here. Let's see a Quasar. Master of Strategy, sure. Resonance. Okay, we can go Feeding Frenzy. Resonance. Patter. Black hole radiate 16 by 5, 80 damage. Most of the way. We can cosmic indifference that back on top as well. Radiate, thank you. And now we can line it up. Yeah, Hidden Cache and Hegemony. We'll take this 4 stars. +4, we can Venerate. We can Comet. Patter. Radiate 11 by 7 with Vuln. Gigantification Potion. And another Glow. Oh, or a Gather Light Plus. Both very good. With the Orbit in deck, I think we can take the Glow. Especially for the second cycle. Oh, it's a shop. We do have enough for another card remove or a Comet on sale, actually. Let's just take the card remove on the last defend in the deck. We'll no longer be taking Fasten off Quasar. We already have max HP at 69. But we don't need a heal. We do have a lot of powers, so the globe head here might require us to navigate that. What have we got though? We've got just cosmic indifference. Yeah, we can open fine. I mean, we can do the lot, to be honest. Let's Falling Star, Hidden Cache, Cosmic Indifference, the Hidden Cache, and Hegemony. That full blocks. We're carrying over a little bit of energy for next time. Yeah, here we go. Feeding Frenzy into Glow. Yeah, we don't get to play out you either unless we have enough block on the way through already. Let's just Comet and Photon Cut. Can we see Radiate? We don't. We will put Alignment back on top. Let's guard these 3 powers. And Hidden Cache. And Minion Sacrifice. We'll just play 2 to full block. No need to let them have any HP here. Know their place. We can play that on the way through. Gather light. Full blocks for us as well. I suppose we could actually just play out the minion sacrifice in this black hole. Even with 6 damage, we'll be full blocking. Alrighty. How is Radiate looking? Radiate can look really good here. We'll go alignment. We'll go venerate. We'll go glow. We'll go... how about you? 4x5. Quasar. Bolus, entropy, or thinking ahead. Let's go thinking ahead. I'd love to have a copy of that in the long term. Let's go resonance, patter, radiate 18x5. Beautiful. Lord Sage, increase the cost of Sovereign Blade by 1. Sovereign Blade now hits an additional time. No thank you, I'll just take this Begone. We can rest again. We can upgrade Photon Cut for more card draw. Radiate's just more damage. Yeah, it's like 1 more damage. That's fine. We've already got the Vajra for that. Begone is just more damage. Yeah, none of this is anything but more damage except for Photon Cut, which is more card draw. Alright, Slime. We have 7 energy again. Let's glow. And glow and orbit. Play out the resonance. I'll play out Photon Cut. Yeah, let's play out the prowess. And the resonance will hold the guard for next time. We can hold the venerate for the radiate. Here it is. How much damage are we looking at? We're just looking at 8. We can Falling Star. How much energy do we need? We just need this venerate, so we only need 1, so we can't play the black hole. Let's Falling Star, venerate, Feeding Frenzy. We got an energy back from orbit, of course. Okay. We will play out the black hole then. We can guards 1, 2, 3. The full block, and then radiate 22x3. Okay. Comet. Let's Quasar first. Rolling Boulder, Dramatic Entrance, and Production. Well, I know which card I like. Pot of Stars. We're holding a lot. Conqueror. Cosmic Indifference. Cosmic Indifference for the glow or the radiate, I suppose. Yeah, let's do it like so. We will Cosmic Indifference for the radiate. We have 6 vigor, so we just won't use any. Oh, we can use the Sovereign Blade. That gets 2 pips out of the vigor. Set up Hidden Cache for next turn. I suppose we actually already have the commerce as well, don't we? For sure. Okay, we'll play you. So Conqueror Sovereign Blade here is 39 because it's completely unupgraded. That's fine. We'll just dump it all into this radiate, to be honest, because it's already 10x4. We'll apply the Volm as well. 6x9x4. Let's Photon Cut for 2 more cards. Feeding Frenzy, there we go. And we can actually play out these Slimed as well. There's Venerate, beautiful. And alignment for the Patter, Radiate 20x7. Brilliant. Convergence plus, Photon Cut minus, we're fine. And we don't need any relics, let's just get out of here. Although this fight might be worse than the Mecha Knight. You never know. It's not. It's not worse than the Mecha Knight. I don't know why I said that. Child of Stars. And Black Hole. We don't have enough stars to spend. Looks like we're going to heal towards the end here. That's totally fine. We actually don't have anything to upgrade. So that's, yeah, it's really quite okay. We can jackpot 30 damage. 3 cards. We might just play pick up this entropy. We'll take the jackpot. I'll transform it if we don't want to play it. There's a Radiate. Beautiful. Yeah, let's put Conqueror. Let's put the jackpot on top. And what we'll do is Patter into Radiate, which is a 14/4. This guy's vulnerable. It might be lethal. It's not. Okay. Or we can Begone for lethal, actually. A colorless potion. I like a colorless potion. These two are both better. Particle Wall, another glow. Yeah, we'll take another glow. Particle Wall is kind of just hand clog compared to what we've already got. Add a decay to your deck. Enchant a card that exhausts with Soul's Power. You don't say. A card with exhaust. Guards. We can play Quasar and Guards repeatedly. What about Ascender's Bane? Is that really it? They're the only cards in our deck with exhaust. They are genuinely. I'm fine with only playing Guards once. That's totally fine. We'll take the Forgotten Soul. Whenever you exhaust a card, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Come along for the ride, little buddy. Yeah, this is all marginal damage upgrades. I'll just prefer to take like 6 HP or however much it is. Alrighty. We've got it. Open with Photon Cut here. We can play that Comet, actually. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll do it. 41 and Radiate. Hold the Glitter Stream for next turn. Alright. 10/3. We can prowess into Guards here. Don't need to. We can prowess into... No, prowess into Guards is probably the best option. Yeah. Hegemony, don't need ya. Resonance. I call it Renaissance. Resonance. Don't need ya. This guy can give us burn, so keeping the Begone is probably wise. We don't need this extra patter. Yeah, this is totally fine. Actually, I probably should have given up the Glitter Stream as well. We'll take 2 damage to keep a minion sacrifice for next turn. That's a-okay. We can go down with our powers here. Although I think I just did give myself a wound. I did. Okay, well, good thing we kept the Begone. What are we doing for damage here? We can just play the Venerate again. Venerate, Radiate, Comet situation. The Conqueror probably isn't going to scale fast enough here. Although it is nice to do it around the intangible. We don't actually need to because we have the Runic Pyramid, so I'm just going to not scale the Sovereign Blade. We'll just get rid of it. And we'll give ourselves some opportunities to draw those other cards. Let's go Cosmic Indifference for the Gather Light here. Or the Radiate. Yeah, for the Radiate. We'll play the stream to avoid another wound, I suppose. 10 by 4. Oh, yep, there's the orbit here as well. Totally forgot about orbit. Child of the Stars, Quasar will start to block. Anointed, Rend, and Rolling Boulder. Rolling Boulder can be good. Cards in deck that are rares, none. Although Anointed does exhaust, which deals +1 damage. We don't need Rolling Boulder, we don't need Rend, and we don't have a guards to expel those cards. Well, let's just go for the glow. Know thy place to block. Falling Star for extra block on the Child of Stars. Radiate 6 by 6. I'll give it down. That probably would have been a good gigantification potion as well to avoid that wound. What do we got though? We got Summon Forth into Conqueror. As mentioned, I really don't think we need to do anything with that. Yeah, let's just play out Falling Star for our block and glow. Begone, you wound. We can play it now as well with our extra extra energy from orbit. Gather light 7 by 5 is 35. We actually have lethal here, so we don't need to think too hard about it. Let's just set ourselves up a good turn for next turn. We're going to go for the hidden cache. And it would be wise, I think, to clear out some of these cards, which we have to do by playing through. Can we play through the Conqueror? No, I should have thought about that beforehand. Okay, well, next turn we get 4 energy. We're going to go glow, gather light, glow, and we can do something with Radiate as well, and something with Gigantification Potion. Oh, it's intangible. Okay, 10 by 3. We'll survive. 17. Cosmic Indifference. 4. Now this glow again. We can clear out Conqueror from hand. We can play this Comet now. We actually don't need the 30 damage very much. And the weak and the vulnerable will both carry over. We can play the Sovereign Blade as well. But let's just get you out of hand. Here we go. Here's the hand. We go Feeding Frenzy. Glow. Know thy place. Glow. Know thy place. Comet. Glow. Venerate. Let's go Quasar first. Could be production. Patience. Thinking ahead. Could be... Oh, no, the alignment's in hand. My bad. Alignment. Venerate. Thinking ahead. Oh, wonderful. Look at that. We've got the double Feeding Frenzy. You are currently 20 by 9. Gather light. 20 by 10. So we have lethal even without the Gigantification Potion. We'll do 60 by 10 though, just to style on them. Ah, feels good, man. Feels good. It is nice to get a win in on the Regent. I think Regent's one of the characters that people have had a lot of trouble with. I do think that he has the most straightforward decision matrix and card pool, to be honest. Because so much of his card pool is related to the star mechanic. And the star mechanic is an extra mechanic for your deck to try and handle. That relies on The same kind of density metrics as like weak and vulnerable to try and keep up time on them. So like you actually need to go beyond. You need to have more stars up front than you have spending the stars. And because he has such a demand on his deck to perform all these feats at once, it's really easy to look at something like Gather Light and just pick them up, because the underdogs in particular demand very high block density, and the only way to scale weak and vulnerable on this character is with stars, right? You've got Falling Star, you've got Neutron, and you've got Comet. So unless you get colorless cards in the mix, it's very difficult to actually scale that aspect of the deck in terms of vulnerable and weaken. He does often want those fights to go long for the Sovereign Blade and to draw Conquer with it. Or if you're going for the Radiate and the stars, you like Radiate is a payoff for a high star strategy. But the payoff for the high star strategy is also things like Comet, and also things like Black Hole, which deals damage as you generate cards. He has really good card selection abilities. He has the Photon Cut, he has the Cosmic Indifference, he has the Charge as well. And then at uncommon, he has, at common as well, he has Begone. At rare, he has Guards. And he has Retain on the Sovereign Blade as well. So you can take parry for the Sovereign Blade and generate block on a weak turn from the parry. Or you can take the Glitter Stream as well and carry block over from turn to turn. So he has a lot of ways to kind of do these big timing turns like against the Bell. And he has ways to modify his card draws with Photon Cut and Cosmic Indifference for the new version of the Doorkeeper. But yeah, the fact that he needs to scale stars as well, and scale star density in order to actually play the star cards, and he's kind of like locked out of weaken and defend until you can get that, makes him pretty rough. If you get like a Shockwave in an early shop, or in this case, like I did a Prowess in an early shop, I think things fix up pretty quickly. But yeah, removes are very, very strong on him. And as you saw, like any card that generates 2 avenues of scaling or 2 avenues of density, say for example, Glitter Stream is a high density block card now, and it also carries over to next turn. In the case of a timing attack, you can invest now for that later. Same situation with Photon Cut, same situation with Cosmic Indifference. It's block now and it fixes your next turn. Child of Stars, and parry, and what's the other one of his that generates block? Pillars of Creation let you generate passive block in the background, and scale him up that way. So like for example, if you have the effect, the uncommon, it gives you a random colorless card every turn, and you have Pillars of Creation, that's just extra block every single turn. And Sigh, the relic that gives you 7 block a turn, like that's a boss relic for a reason. Just giving you 7 block a turn is a really, really powerful effect to help clean up so many of your turns and just really make you more resistant to a bad draw. So all these effects that the Sovereign can give you that does similar, I think is quite good for that. I think that Child of Stars requiring you to spend stars might be a little bit underpowered. I think it would be good if you could generate block while you gain stars as well. I suppose that's the power of Gather Light though. And if you put me up Pather versus Gather Light, I would take Gather Light pretty much every single time. It's just too important. I was really happy as well with the with this enchantment, the Cthulhu. I've been really happy with Cthulhu every time I've drafted it. It is a shop relic, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, shop relic. And starting with like a Golden Pearl and buying an Act 1 Cthulhu, especially in the underdogs, is so strong. Can't recommend it enough. Give it a try. You can take on elites with just like 3 block plus, 3 defend plus. Put it on your defense, and that way they stay in your deck. You never have to remove them. Put it on your card draw so that you can, get value out of your card draw as you cycle through your deck. Like we did here on the Glow, Or put it on your 0 cost cards. Like I've put Cthulhu on a claw before. That was really, really good. Probably not with putting them on your powers. It is good, don't get me wrong. Like the relic, the snowflake relic, which gives you 6 block on your first power that you play. Like if you put Cthulhu on your blocks, that also does the same job. I've found so far in Slay the Spire 2 that you don't need to play a lot of fights like you would against the heart. Like you don't need to go turn 1, block and powers to try and scale. Whereas the heart really demanded that in Slay the Spire 1. And because you were always up against the heart, and because every single heart fight needed to open up with like defend, or you took damage, and started like leeching card plays. Yeah, it really forced you to play a certain way. It seems like in Slay the Spire 2 so far, they are kind of leaning away from that. There's also no Norbert. I think I'll talk about this more in a slideshow version. But yeah, anyway, I've rabbited on too long now. What are we going to put on the thumbnail? We're going to put not Hegemony, not Radiance, Prowess, Child of Stars. Let's put what felt the best there? This glow. This glow felt amazing. Let's put this on the thumbnail there. Hope you're enjoying Slay the Spire 2. Like and subscribe. Have a great day. All the best. Ciao, ciao, ciao.